Hey, we're in the kitchen now with Chef Matt Winters, the executive chef at the Mark, and you do a lot of parties, and I know you do a lot of cheese platters at the Mark. Yeah, for sure. And there's a certain way to do it. I mean, we've all seen that cheese platter that looked okay, and then we've seen one that's wow, like a real wower. And so, talk us through when you're entertaining and doing a wine and cheese party. Just some tips to make ours look as great as yours do.
Well, what you want to do is you want to balance your texture, your flavor, and your color.
Okay.
And so what I've got three different cheeses here. They're both an artisan cheese. We have a mimolette, which is a French cheese. We have a
beautiful orange color.
Beautiful orange color, wonderful roasted flavor to it. We have a smoked blue from Wisconsin.
Okay.
And then we have a manchego, which is a sheep's milk cheese.
Love
so
that.
That's got that nice sharp piquant flavor.
Yeah, kind of salty, like a Parmesan almost.
Exactly, but a little bit softer.
So basically we're using different types of cheeses instead of putting all the same on there. Notice we've got different textures, different colors, and that's really one of the keys, right?
Right, and beyond that, it's really not too tough. You can get a little bit creative. We're just going to cut a little chunk off of this one. And depending on how many people you have, this one is a waxed cheese, so we're going to take the wax right off of there.
Okay.
That wouldn't taste so great.
Some cheeses you can eat the rind, and others, just like as you said, they don't taste so great.
Now, notice I'm going to stand it on the flat side. I don't want to cut it on the rounded side because
Okay.
I'll slice my finger off. Which wouldn't be very much fun. Might not entertain my guests too well, or it might. Okay, now once you get it there, we'll just kind of dust off any of the wax that may get on there. And you can actually put it on just like that. If you want to give it a little bit of a start, we could go ahead and slice a few, just to give the people the idea of how big of a portion they should be taking. Because you don't always want a great big gob of cheese. Some of the very rich cheeses like this, you just want a little nibble.
A little dab will do you.
You can keep nibbling at it. You kind of, shingle it out a little bit, so it's got a little bit of a look to it.
Sure, and notice too, we've got a very basic black or white plate, so that you're really going to be able to see the cheeses. I did a wine and cheese party once, and I did them on tiles, clean slate tiles that you can even just pick up, at one of the building stores, and a really pretty presentation. So it's all about the cheese, really. Plate doesn't take away.
Yeah, you want that simplistic background, and the tiles are a great idea.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
And you can even write, on chalk, what the cheese is, which is kind of fun. So, all right, now we've got this gorgeous blue.
Now the smoked blue. Blues don't tend to slice up very well, so this is when we're just going to start a crumble.
Okay.
I'm going to put him over here in the corner, and I'm just going to take my knife and just break a little piece off, kind of stagger it back, and let it just fall naturally where it is, and leave it be.
Okay, and people can just pick up and then, pick up some of those cheese tools, little knives, and which are real inexpensive, and then people can kind of help themselves.
And if you don't have that, if you have some steak knives,
sure.
The steak knives right out of the block on your counter, they work great.
Okay, good to know.
So,
good to know.
Then you don't have to go out and buy all the fancy tools.
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you want, but
sure.
you don't have to.
And this last one.
The mimolette. This is another one we're going to take the rind off.
Okay.
It's quite hard on the outside.
I don't think I've ever seen a cheese that orange. Wow, it's gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful. A little tough to cut through him.
It's okay. And it's so much fun to experiment and try some of these different cheeses and have a wine and cheese tasting like this, so everybody can kind of get their own opinions.
And then this one we're going to slice up completely.
Okay.
You see it's a little firmer. It would be a little bit difficult for the guests to wrestle with. So you want to keep it easy.
Now, if we're just going to do these three, but some other great cheeses maybe to put on a platter like this, I was thinking of a real soft, like a brie would be nice, something spreadable.
Oh, it's a beautiful spreadable cheese. I love brie. Casseri's a nice one. Fontina.
Oh, yeah.
It's another very, very good one to use.
Yeah.
There's a creamy gorgonzola that Belgioso makes.
Okay.
Fantastic. It's a great sandwich spread.
Yum. We've got some fruit, some grapes. You could do some pears, some crackers, some breadsticks, and let the party begin, huh?
Exactly. You just fill in some of your spaces. The crackers, sometimes what I'll do, I won't put them in a basket or anything. I'll actually just scatter them on the table, and you can have a fun little presentation with that.
That looks fantastic.
Whoops, well, there we go.
That's okay.
Scatter them right over.
That's okay. But like you said, that looks so pretty, why mess with it and clutter it up? Yeah.
Exactly. So, if you've got a nice little mat underneath, you can have some grissini breadsticks, just kind of ruffle your crackers around. And that easy, you're ready to go.
Great advice. Thanks so much, Matt. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.